Hey Capricorn, I'm doing a reading for you for the new moon in Capricorn. I'm gonna get this camera right. Okay, I'm doing a reading for you for the new moon in Capricorn, right? So Capricorn, oh my goodness. First of all, happy birthday, Capricorn. Capricorn, I feel like you've been going through some tension. I feel like you're working through a lot of stuff here, right? Capricorn, I feel like you're also like I feel like there are so many like this 2024 is exposure as the camera just got lighter. This is exposure season, right? Capricorn, I feel like there has been so many things that have happened, especially in 2023, right? I feel like the truth's coming out about it, right? Capricorn, I feel like there's so many things that have transpired. And I feel like that's what this tension is. I feel like these truths are coming to you. I feel like you're starting to see, understand what's happened, why it's happened a certain way. I feel like you've been putting a lot of things on hold, right? It could be your career. I feel very heavily it's romance, right? I feel very heavily it's romance. I feel like there's something that you've almost been like waiting to come in for you here, right? Capricorn, I feel like you realize the truth about the situation you've been waiting on. Um, why you were waiting, right? I feel like there's been a lot of realizations here, right? You're realizing you've almost been wasting your time. Capricorn, I feel like once you realize that, I feel like it's gonna piss you off. I feel like it's gonna set you on fire. I feel like it's I feel like it's just redirecting you in a direction that is truly for you, right? I feel like you got played here. And I feel like it's all like everything's coming out about it, right? It's the truth has set you free, right? Capricorn, you're realizing you're waiting for a situation, a job, a person here that's really not for you. They were never for you, right? You're realizing that, and I feel like that's put you on go. It's time to get up. It's time to start moving. It's time to start opening up that door here, right? I feel like you're I feel like you're excited here. I don't feel like you're taking anything too serious, right? I feel like the reason why you've been putting things on hold is because like you were like in such a serious mode about it, right? Not at this time. Not at this time. I feel like you're gonna go out and start enjoying yourself, enjoying your life, enjoying who you are, right? I feel like you're realizing how much of a gift, how special you actually are, right? And a person that's really supposed to be there for you, a person that's really supposed to be in your life is not gonna make you wait, is not gonna make you hold yourself back, right? Like they're not going to shut you out. They're not going to do anything like that that could ever hurt your feelings, break your heart, right? I feel like there's been a person, a situation here where what's that book, Girl Go Wash Your Face? It talks about if a man makes you cry more than 3 times, kick him to the curb, like, and then go wash your face. Really, Capricorn, I feel like you're realizing a lot of things about yourself, about who you are, where you're going, what you will allow, right? I feel like the only reason you were held back was because it was love. I feel like this was like a love thing. It was something that really, you really wanted to work, and I feel like you realized what this person really did, right? I feel like you're realizing like what this person really did. And Capricorn, I feel like you're shutting it down, you're shutting it off, you're no longer allowing anything to come in with this situation. You're moving on, you're moving past it. I feel like you're you're pulling in a new partner that is actually for you, right? That will show up at your door, that will be the person for you, that will be a support system here. And Capricorn, I feel like you're excited about it. I don't feel like you're letting this past situation like get in the way any longer. This new person that's coming in for you, they're going to be everything you could have imagined. Everything that this last person was not for you here, right? You're not going back to the past. The past is no longer there for you any longer, right? And you're seeing, realizing, understanding that you're no longer giving opportunities and chances to people that I feel like you put your life on hold for a person. And Capricorn, bump that. Capricorn, no, you're realizing like, hey, this person didn't really want to be with me, or else like things wouldn't have ended the way they did, like, and I feel like there's a lot of secrets and stuff that's coming out about this. I feel like they're being exposed, right? I feel like anybody that's done you wrong, done you dirty, kept you in the dark here, really confused you, caused chaos in your life, Capricorn, that's no longer here for you any longer. You have a whole new beginning, a whole new life. This is the start of everything. I feel like you've closed the entire, not even a new chapter. I feel like you're starting a brand new book at this time, right? Capricorn, you're excited. You're on fire. And I don't feel like you're doing this in a revenge way either. I don't feel like it's like tit for tat, anything like that. I feel like you needed to hear these things. You needed to understand these things in order to strengthen yourself, in order to pick up the pace and get on with your life, right? Stop waiting around for somebody who you don't even really want to be around, right? I feel like so much time's passed. I feel like so much time's passed. It's almost like if you were to get back in the situation, it'd be like reheating French fries. Like, have you ever ate cold French fries? Have you ever ate like microwave French fries? Like, that's the most disgusting. If I'm getting a French fry, I just saw King of Wands. If I'm getting a bag of French fries, I want them to be fresh and new. I don't want to eat old, crusty, crunchy French fries. I'm not eating. I'm not eating microwave French fries any longer. I'm not waiting around for my French fries to be cooked anymore. Like Capricorn, it's hot and ready, and it's now. Like, no. Yeah, I feel like you've really strengthened yourself. You see yourself for who you are. You know your worth, right? And you're not letting anything stop you. I feel like this person could have been putting like a lot of fear in your life, a lot of worry, a lot of stress. Um, Capricorn, peace and joy. That's all you need in your life. Peace and joy. That's it. And the more you focus in on that, the more you're gonna have a partner here that is truly for you, right? Yeah, I feel like this person only came in to tear you down. Yeah, you're realizing it, you're seeing it. You're seeing how little you were actually like meaning to them. You know what I'm saying? Capricorn. Ooh, and then we have the devil and the sun. Yep, Capricorn, I feel like you're seeing everything about this person. I feel like they manipulated you, tricked you, got you stuck in a situation that was really not for you any longer, and you're knowing and seeing that. And we have the lovers. Yes. Once again, heavily, this is involving a lover. This is a love situation here, right? Right. Once you allow High Priestess, everything about this situation is coming out. Everything about this situation, you're seeing everything crystal clear. I feel like you've been put in the dark about this situation for so long. No, Capricorn, no. It's almost like out of nowhere. I feel like you have these insights, these epiphanies coming in and like showing you the truth. And you are finally knowing and seeing and understanding. And I feel like that's what's helping you move on. Yeah, you're finally seeing and understanding the situation. And I feel like, Capricorn, congratulations, you're a new person now. It's time to start your new life, right? It's time to start your new life. And then we have Temperance. Right. Once again, as you're moving forward, I don't feel like you're jumping into anything either. I don't feel like this is going to be a tit for tat. I don't feel like this is going to be revenge here. You're tempering yourself. You're not like just jumping in both feet in here, right? You're taking your time. You're like checking people out here. You're making sure they're a good person, that they're even worth sharing your treasure and love with, right? Capricorn. Yeah, you're really making sure the next situation you go into, you can't be manipulated, you can't be swindled, you can't be lied to either here, right? It's going to be a person that's actually for you, and you're making sure that, like, I feel like you're wanting something that's more long lasting. You're wanting something here that's going to be worth the growth process. You're a Capricorn. You work with things that build over time, right? Like, you're making sure that the next project, the next person, whatever it is you're investing your time and energy into, is going to make sense. Right? It's going to make sense. It's going to be for you. It's going to be good for you, and not just look good on paper either. Right? Yeah. You're making sure that the next person and situation that you just decide to get into is going to be the right one for you, for your family, for the places that you want to go, right? Like for your career, who it is you're wanting to be, right? And then we have King of Swords. Yeah. I feel like you could be dealing with the King of Swords here, Capricorn. I feel like this could be the person that's coming in for you, right? I feel like this could be an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, right? There could be a King of Swords coming in. We'll find out if this is like, your next person or anything. But yeah, I feel like you have a King of Swords coming in. Once again, I feel like you're taking your time jumping into it. I don't feel like you're just going straight forward in, right? I feel like you're taking your time. You're letting the energy build up. You're checking out to see if there are red flags here, right? If you should even continue in this energy. And then we have Eight of Cups, right? Right. Yeah. If you do have a King of Swords around you at this time, I feel like you have taken your time. I feel like you have checked out, like, I feel like you have checked out like the red flags. Like I feel like you've been paying attention to like what annoys you, what you like about this person, how they react here, right? Like I don't feel like this has been a situation that you've been quick to jump into either, right? Yeah, and I feel like you're kind of like seeing and noticing, and I feel like you're doing like a pros and cons list here as well. And I feel like you're kind of making the decision to move on here, right? Right. This could have been somebody that was very wordy, very good with their words here as well. And then we have the star. Yeah. I feel like you're going to walk away from this person because you are having to heal yourself. You have a lot of energy work, a lot of time. You're needing to spend with yourself here, right? I feel like you're connecting to spirit a lot more. I feel like the more that you're connecting to spirit and healing yourself, I feel like the more these truths about these situations are going to be coming to you as well. All right. The wind is going crazy out there, y'all. It's going crazy. Yeah, I feel like you're walking away from this King of Swords energy, honestly, to heal yourself, right? To heal yourself. There's some things you're needing to work through on your own here as well. And I feel like there's some things here that you were hearing with them, especially because it's King of Swords. I feel like there's a lot of like word exchange here, right? I feel like there's some things here that you've kind of heard that you didn't necessarily like, or, you know, things didn't add up, or, you know, that they made promises that they didn't necessarily plan to keep here. We have the Hierophant under this Lovers. Yeah, I feel like whatever this love relationship is, I feel like it could have been like very serious. It could have been a marriage here. Somebody that has a lot of emotions for you here, right? King of Cups. That could be Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Yeah. And then we have Seven of Wands. Yes. Whatever this energy is, where it's been a higher bond, higher connection here, something kind of serious, right? Doesn't have to necessarily be marriage, just somebody that you're really connected to. I feel like you're kind of protecting yourself. You're protecting your energy from them here, right? And I feel like you're doing it in a very much a peaceful way, very much a calming way here, right? Yeah. Yeah. I feel like they could be trying to get at you here, right? Especially with all these sticks kind of poking up at her. I feel like they're trying to like almost like invade your energy, invade ooh, especially with it being like the King of Wands here. I feel like they're using like a lot of emotional manipulation here as well to kind of see what makes you tick. See, if I poke you here, how do you move? You know, I feel like you've almost been like a science experiment for them. Yeah, I feel like you're kind of seeing, knowing, understanding that. I feel like you're not reacting in these situations either. As you're kind of poking and prodding, as they're trying to like get you out of the box here, right? I feel like this is a person you could work side by side with. This could be a relationship here. Yeah. I feel like you're really protecting yourself and your energy at this time, right? What is this High Priestess that we have? Five of Wands. Yeah. Any conflict and chaos that is coming in for you, you've already foreseen it. You already know it. I feel like this is, I feel like that's where that tension's coming from, honestly. I said that in the beginning of the video. I feel like there's like this tension that you're working through, like a lot of chaos, especially with this vibe here, right? And I feel like that chaos is coming from them poking and prodding at you, right? I feel like you're almost like foreseeing the unnecessary chaotic energy that they're trying to like bring into your life here. And I feel like that's almost what's helping you avoid it, right? I feel like you're doing this to protect your heart. Once again, I feel like they're playing with your emotions, especially with this Ace of Cups. Yeah, I feel like you're keeping your emotions very much hidden at this time, especially from this King of Cups, especially from this King of Cups. I feel like once again, I feel like they're poking, prodding you, seeing which way you move, seeing how you move here, right? And so I feel like you're keeping your emotions very much hidden, right? I don't feel like they have anything like good that they're trying to come in and offer you or anything like that. Because it's the Five of Wands. I feel like they're just bringing in chaos here. And we have Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like this could be happening at work as well. Yeah, once again, I said you may work next to this person. I feel that very heavily with this King of Cups, right? Yeah, this is a person that you work beside, you have a lot of passion with, a lot of energy, right? A lot of energy here, right? And a lot of emotions, right? I feel like you guys communicate a lot. I feel like you share emotions a lot here, right? And I feel like there's like this chaos, this tension here that's kind of building. And I feel like the more, like as it's building up over time, I feel like it's like the closer you're bringing in your hands, the more you're protecting your heart here, right? I feel like they've been poking and prodding at you so much here. That's why you're almost like foreseeing this. It's not like a surprise when they come in and try to do this any longer. Like this is almost like an expectation that you have with them. Like you already know like they're gonna come in and like try to like rile you up, get you, frustrated, like get you wrapped up in emotions and feelings that really are not for you, that you really weren't even trying to experience that day, right? Frustration. And I feel like that's where a lot of that tension's coming in. Then we have temperance. That's what I'm saying. You're tempering yourself. You're not allowing yourself to get angry. You're not allowing yourself to get riled up here. You're keeping yourself very much balanced here, right? And I feel like the more you're in your home space as well, especially with this Four of Wands, I feel like that's where you're going to be finding your balance. I feel like instead of getting wrapped up, like pulled into these situations here, you're taking a step back. You're being very much at home. Even if you are at the workplace, I feel like you're finding home within yourself at this time as well. And then we have Four of Pentacles. We have two fours here, Four of Wands and Four of Pentacles here. Four of Wands and Four of Pentacles. I feel like at this time, I feel like you are not, like, I feel like you're not really allowing too many people in your home, right? I feel like you've gotten very protected, and your home could just be, your person here, right? In your comfortable space, right? I feel like at this time you've almost been on like lockdown here, right? Like I feel like you're not really letting too many energies in, not really letting too many energies out here. I feel like you're doing this on purpose. I feel like this is healing for yourself, for your home, for your family, for the situation here. I feel like you're really balancing things out at this time, right? Yeah. We have Five of Swords. Yeah. You're having to balance yourself out at this time. You're having to spend more time at home. There's been, once again, another chaotic card. Another, like, I feel like the place where you're finding your peace here at this time is at home. Is at home, right? I feel like that's where you're going to, like, get away from this energy, right? Yeah. I feel like you're surrounded by family, by loved ones here, right? That really care about you, that really want the best for you, right? And I feel like that's almost like a sounding board. That's like the peace to like the chaos of the rest of the world, right? Like I feel like there's like tornadoes going on outside, literally. I feel like there's like tornadoes going on around you, all like like, and it's just like a whole lot of like wind energy, a whole lot of words, right? And I feel like when you go home, it's your safe place. It's like you have your home built by bricks, right? You're not really allowing anybody to come in to frustrate you. And I feel like the second somebody does start like trying to like frustrate you, like cause tension, cause, unnecessary negative thoughts for you, I feel like you run home. I feel like that's where you're finding your peace. I feel like that's where you're finding calmness as well here, right? With this King of Swords, we have Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles, that is you, Capricorn. That is you. Now let's look at what this King of Swords is bringing in for you here. Nine of Wands. Capricorn. If you have a King of Swords around you at this time, and we did just talk about how you're walking away from them, I feel like at this time you're really protecting yourself. I feel like you're building up boundaries. I feel like you're not really letting anybody, like, you cannot pass go, you cannot collect $200 here, right? I feel like the fact that you're feeling the need to protect yourself, the fact that you're feeling like you need to guard yourself here, that should be a red flag for you. Right, the fact that you're having to put up boundaries and you're having to over-explain yourself here, right? Especially with this King of Swords, because once again, I feel like they're just constantly trying to pull out a lot of word exchange, a lot of communication, a lot of talking here, right? The fact that you're feeling like you're having to like cut conversation short, cut like physical interaction short here, right? That's red flags for you. Like if you're feeling so uncomfortable that you're having to put up all these boundaries, all these fence lines here, that should be a huge red flag for you here, right? And you have the Fool. It could be an Aquarius. Yeah. You're protecting yourself from this energy because you do want a new start. You do want a new beginning here, right? You're wanting new connections, right? I feel like there's been so many different energies here in the past that just have not been for you. And I feel like there's been a lot of people around you trying to manipulate you, trying to get you to go here, trying to get you to go there, do what they want you to do. And it's like, Capricorn, I feel like you're almost like repeating yourself, like, no, like you don't have permission. This is my body. You don't have permission. I don't feel like these people have been listening to you. And I feel like you're getting really serious, especially as you're finding out these truths, as you're seeing these red flags, as things are like coming up to you and you're like understanding what's really going on. It's like pushing you and pulling you into a new direction that is truly for you, where it is new, where you don't have to worry, where it is very freeing here. And I feel like you know that it's worth the risk. You know that it's worth the risk. You might upset these people, you might hurt their feelings here, but it's worth the risk, right? Like, you know that, you understand that, you've seen everything that you've pretty much needed to see so far here, right? And I feel like it's time. It's time. You're having to build up these fences in order to have this new beginning, right? I feel like this King of Swords here has almost been like holding you back from having a new beginning here as well, right? What is this Eight of Cups? What is this Eight of Cups? We have the Moon. Yeah. I don't think that you're necessarily telling them that you're walking away. I don't think you're necessarily explaining yourself any longer here, right? I honestly feel like you're feeling like, hey, you should already know why. You know, like I don't feel like you should even have to explain yourself too much at this time. And I feel like you're doing it very much in secret. And then we have Seven of Wands again. We have Seven of Wands again. And you're protecting yourself as you're like moving along, as you're leaving here, right? Like you're not, once again, you cannot pass go. You cannot collect $200. Like you are, you're making sure that these people know, like, these are my boundaries. Like this, and I don't think you're explaining yourself any longer. I feel like you've explained yourself so much up to this point. It's almost like, it's almost pointless, right? It's almost pointless. And we have Five of Pentacles. Yeah. Once again, you're protecting yourself as you're leaving them behind. I don't feel like you're showing it. I don't feel like you're having to explain it, tell anybody anything like that. You're protecting yourself. You're protecting your energy. You're keeping your energy protected at this time. Right? I feel like it's time for you to go deeper within yourself. I feel like it's time for you to figure out some truths, understand some things, and keep it very light in these situations here, right? I feel like you're not trying to cause chaos. I don't feel like you're trying to cause frustration here either. Once again, I feel like you're coming across peaceful. I feel like you're coming across peaceful. I don't feel like you're saying anything angry. I don't feel like you're being mean or hateful or rude or hurting anybody's feelings. I feel like you're just leaving it behind and moving on. It's time for a new beginning. It's time for a new start here for you, right? What is this Star? Because once again, you have a connection here that is so much stronger that's supposed to be coming in for you, right? I feel like the more that you're going within yourself and like building up these boundaries here, I feel like it's like making your spiritual connection a lot stronger here as well. I feel like you could be getting famous here too. I feel like there's been some people here that have like been restricting you. Like their energy's like coming in and like kind of like smashing like your energy here, right? Like taking over, like draining you here, right? And you're needing your energy. There's things that you're wanting to accomplish. You know, there's money that you're wanting to make. There's connections that you're wanting to have here, especially, look, there's connections that you're wanting to have here. And I feel like these people and these energies are preventing you from having these connections, having these things in your life that are really meant for you here, right? Yeah, I feel like these people could have been hurting you more than helping you. Right? And I feel like it's time to let them go. Both of her hands are on this string here. Both of her hands are on this string. And in order for you to have this connection that you're wanting here, you have to free up your hands. You have to let these people go. You have to let these energies go. And I feel like you're finally understanding that. It's worth the risk. It's worth the risk. Eight of Swords. Yeah. Once again, because it's time for a transformation for yourself. It's time for a transformation. Everything that's happened to you up to this point, you're letting it go. You're not carrying these relationships around with you any longer. I feel like there could have been a marriage here. I feel like you're happily divorcing it. Like you're letting it go. Like it's gotta go. I feel like there's been several different people in here, like trying to connect with you, trying to court you here, like trying to take you on dates here. I feel like you're letting that go. The person that you're going to be when you do meet that right person, right? It's not going to be the person that you are now, right? There's a lot of healing work that you're having to go through, a lot of transformation, right? And it's time for you to leave these people and these energies behind. Who you are going to be is not who you are now, right? And then we have Four of Swords. And then we have Four of Swords. We have the Eight of Swords and the Four of Swords. It's time for you to transform. It's time for you to heal. Once again, especially with this heart energy, especially with this heart, I feel like I feel like there's almost been like a place where, like in your bed here, right? Like I feel like it's like you're so uncomfortable, and it's been a hard time like for you to get uncomfortable. I feel like you've been wrestling with these energies that are no longer for you, no longer for you, and I feel like it's very negative. I feel like it's very hurtful. I feel like you've told them, hey, you don't have permission here. Like you're no longer welcome here anymore. And I feel like it's just an energy that's constantly trying to attach itself, and it's not for you any longer. They let you go. They let you go. And I feel like you held on. I feel like you held on, but it's not for you. And it's time to move on. It's time to move on. It's time to heal yourself. Um, Once again, the person that you are now is not going to be the person that you're supposed to be, right? And it's time to transform yourself. You're letting go of anything that's been uncomfortable, anything that's been pressuring you, anything that's been taking advantage of you here, right? I feel like there's been a lot of different people, a lot of different energies that, like, it's attachments, and I feel like that's why these swords are kind of down here around you as you're transforming. It's time for you to pick up that sword and cut off any attachments here, right? Cut off any attachments. It's no longer for you. I feel like there's been a lot of negative thoughts here in this space of transformation. And once you let these negative thoughts, people, and energy go, that's where you're going to find your healing work. That's where you're going to find rest. That's where you're going to find rejuvenation here. Like, that's where you're going to be recharged here. I feel like you're finally going to start sleeping. Capricorn, I feel like you've just been up for no reason, just experiencing a whole lot of negativity, a whole lot of pressure, just thoughts that are not even yours, like thoughts you don't even want to have anymore, right? Capricorn, it's time for you to let it go. It's not for you. It didn't have to be for you. Like, and I feel like you made the decision, and I feel like it's just like these different people like still attached, and it's not for you, right? As you're releasing this, as you're moving through this, as you're healing yourself at this time, right? Yeah, as you're releasing yourself at this time, that's where you're going to find your rest, right? And I feel like you've been praying for peace. I feel like you've been praying for rest. I feel like you've been praying for joy, and Capricorn, it's coming in for you. It's coming in. I feel like, yeah, 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands. A lot of different energies, a lot of different things pulling on you here, right? And I feel like you're packing up and you're leaving it behind. I don't feel like you're allowing these things to come with you anymore. I don't feel like you're allowing these things to come with you. It's time for you to heal yourself. It's time for you to move on. It's time for this situation to end, for you to finally be happy, for you to be able to rest, to have the things in your life that you truly want here, that truly wants you, right? People and places and things that aren't going to cause chaos in your life, right? Capricorn, you're not supposed to be dealing with chaos. You're not supposed to be in this Five of Wands energy. You know, like, your career is your life. You know, like, it's scratching my nose there. Your career is your life. You don't want to find chaos where you go to find your happy place. You know, like, if you're finding happiness in like your home and stuff, that's very Cancerian. That's your Cancer energy. That's working in an energy that's really not yours, right? And so the fact that you're having to escape like these workplaces to go home and find your peace, and then you're still not finding peace in your bed, and you're, you know, in your own comfort of your own home here, Capricorn, where can you find peace? You know, you're not finding it in these connections any longer. So I feel like you're finally like seeing and realizing, hey, it's time for me to move on. It's time for me to go get over this, right? And I feel like you're finally like conveying to these people, like, leave me alone. Let me be free. Let me have my new chance. Let me have a new start here, right? Without coming across so harsh, without hurting people's feelings here, right? It's time. I feel like you've given it your all. I feel like you waited around. You did everything and anything that these people could have asked you to do. I feel like you bent over backwards 20 times. You know, you've done literally anything and everything, right? And you waited around, and that's over. That's not for you anymore. It's time for you to pack up. It's time for you to be comfortable. It's time for you to find your peace, right? And not allow other people and their energies to come before yours, right? You are important. You are important. How you feel is important. If you're around people that are constantly making you feel uncomfortable, it's time to let them go, right? I mean, they let you go, so why would you not let them go here, right? Yeah, Capricorn. You're seeing and realizing a whole lot for yourself. I feel like you're proud of yourself. I don't feel like you're like, you know, just jumping in like the next relationship you can find here. I feel like you're wanting to be alone. You're wanting to find out who you are, what you are, you know, why you want to be these things, you know, what it is you truly want in a partner here, right? And Capricorn, it's time for you to separate yourself from things that are no longer for you. It's your birthday season. It's a new year. It's a new you. Let the past be the past. You know, bury the dead. Bury the dead. Nourish your temple. Capricorn. Take care of yourself at this time. Once again, I feel like you've been giving away so much of your energy, so much of your time to everybody and anything else that you possibly could think of. Comfort yourself, love yourself, take care of yourself, put healthy things in your body, right? I feel like you're working with green a lot more. I feel like you're finding a lot of your truth in your gut as well. I feel like there's something within your gut, your crown, and your heart that you're also healing at this time. The more time that you're spending within yourself and taking care of you, your wants, your desires, your needs, and kind of like pushing these other people out, the better it's going to be for you, right? You have something so beautiful, so much more beautiful than anything you ever experienced in the past. I feel like this next situation that you're going to is almost going to make like the stuff that you've been dealing with like look like trash, right? Like the next situation that you go into, I don't feel like you're gonna be crying. I don't feel like you're gonna be upset. I feel like it's just gonna be blissful, right? I don't feel like there's gonna be worries. I don't feel like there's gonna be fears. I feel like you took so much time out in order to heal yourself, almost to like wait around for this energy to, you know, click back up. But it's like in that time that you took to wait around, you were healing yourself in the process. You were still moving forward. You were still going within yourself. You were still doing the things that you were supposed to be doing. And I feel like that helped you. I feel like that helped build yourself up. I feel like that built character for you as well. I feel like that helped you realize who you are, what you are, and what it is you're really wanting, right? Capricorn, I'm excited for you. You have so many good things coming up. Take care of yourself. Take care of your body. Take care of your mental health as well, right? Don't allow these things to come in and run over you again. Take advantage of you, right? Like they're not for you any longer. It's time for a new start. It's time for a new beginning. All right, Capricorn, I hope you have a wonderful day and I will see you next time. Bye.